changed is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field.
Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Chicago Bears.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
They begin with a run by Miller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the right side here with Miller.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. You look at this Bears defense.
And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Duggan. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was supposed to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
To throw is Duggan.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Back to throw, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's short. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 25-yard line. Here we go.
On the option right is Fields.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
The Bears at 9-3 here on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Second and 6 at the Saints' 16-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Fields going to keep it once more.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out.
Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Duggan to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Bears 14.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8. Throwing. Duggan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the option, that's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Bears' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Miller is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Miller again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case,
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney,
57 yards.
and the Bears are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Duggan looking to throw. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Duggan now to throw. The pass caught by Olave. Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player. And not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention. 2nd down and 8. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Duggan will look to throw this.
He gets this one to Johnson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Dugan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Dugan. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dugan. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
And he comes back with one complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down. Dugan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That is caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Will Lutz, the kickoff for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go. Hey, Monday. Go.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9. Now Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got...
Look at this, middle of the field, breakaway. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here we go. Go.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Play action. It's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because...
Touchdown! A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Duggan.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Duggan.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
Touchdown, Saints! A.T. Perry from 17 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer. Luntz good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go. Gibbons. There he goes, left side. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 26. 59 yards rushing for him on his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Right back to him on 1st down. Down to the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Here we go. Good.
2nd down and 6 now.
Extend.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, 14 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Dugan. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st down, Dugan eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And now they'll audible to something else.
On 1st and 10, Dugan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again, Dugan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Saints 31. Will Lutz will kick off 4-1.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Easy. You got a mini base. Why not? EQ.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's Ryan Wright now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Dugan.
That's caught by Johnson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Duggan to throw.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage. Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Duggan.
Buying time to his left.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.